summer, our Instagram feed is populated by pictures and reels of beautiful Greek islands with turquoise water, white houses, and a lot of tourists. But if you, like me, are not a fan of crowds and love history, follow me on this 4-day road trip in the Peloponnese region in mainland Greece. I flew to Athens and rented a car there. I then drove 2 hours to our first destination, Epidaurus. This town is famous for 2 UNESCO World Heritage sites. One of them is a sanctuary dedicated to Asclepius, the god of medicine. The other is a theater that was built in the 4th century BC and is still in use for events like the Athens Festival and Epidaurus Festival. After exploring these sites, I drove 30 minutes to Nafplio and spent the night there. I drove for about 2 hours from Nafplio to Mystras, a very small village around 3 miles away from Sparta, where you can find some of the best traditional Greek foods, like souvlaki, tzatziki, or moussaka. This place is a unique example of the late Byzantine era, thanks to the presence of its distinct and well-preserved architectural elements. I spent the whole day enjoying nature and visiting the remains of its fortification, the Byzantine churches, and the monastery. I drove 1 hour and 40 minutes to the northeast of the Peloponnese to visit the city of Corinth. Corinth's recorded history goes back 5,000 years. Unfortunately, the ancient city of Corinth was demolished by 2 earthquakes, one in 1858 and another in 1928. Today, it's an archaeological site where you can visit the Museum of Ancient Corinth. Many tourists come here to visit the Temple of Apollo, the city's symbol of glory. I decided to admire the temple at sunset, and it was one of the highlights of my trip. If you have some extra time, go up to the Acropolis of Corinth. You can either go by car or bike, or walk there if you're in very good shape. From here, you can enjoy some beautiful views of the ancient Corinth from above. My last stop, Delphi, is 3 hours away. It was considered the center of the world by ancient Greece. In ancient Greece, in fact, people will come here from all over the country to the Pan-Hellenic sanctuary of Apollo to talk to the oracle and discover about their future. Delphi lies between 2 towering rocks of Mount Parnassus, and when you step in, you can feel how the site is charged with sacred meanings and ancient rituals. It was a unique experience. Even though there were quite a lot of tourists there, I would highly recommend visiting Delphi. The trip was an immersion into Greece history and mythology. Coming back home felt like jumping forward in time. I truly enjoyed this historical road trip and exploring a part of Greece that doesn't get enough love. Leave a comment below if you've also been to mainland Greece and want to suggest some additions to our itinerary. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Ευχαριστώ!